This is KGW News at noon.
Police have identified the man accused of shooting a cab driver on I-205 yesterday morning. Bradley Stanwood was arrested and charged with attempted murder. He'll be arraigned this afternoon. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brenda Braxton. Police told us earlier today that the cab driver is out of surgery and at the hospital recovering. Tim Gordon caught up with the man's wife, and she's demanding Portland do something about the city's gun violence.
Well, listen to this. Not only did this cab driver get information to police quickly, he did it while driving himself to the hospital. He actually drove to Providence, Portland. He was transferred here to Legacy Emmanuel for surgery. The shooting happened Thursday morning at 9 o'clock on I-205 near the Gleason Street on-ramp. The bullets apparently shot from another vehicle. The cab driver's car was struck twice, with one bullet making it through to hit the driver in the back, according to the people at Portland's radio cab company. The cab was towed back to their headquarters this afternoon, now with bullet damage. Not only was the cabbie able to drive himself to the hospital in this car, he was able to give police a lot of information at the same time, according to Radio Cab's Darren Campbell.
The driver was able to get the make and model and the license plate of the vehicle that the round was shot from, and that individual is now in custody. So police were able to locate that person quickly.
As we spoke with Campbell, the cabbie's wife arrived just after visiting her husband at the hospital.
It sucks, you know? It sucks.
Michelle also works for Radio Cab. She told us about how her husband was doing.
He is stable at the moment, and he'll be in the hospital at least a week. So he got shot in the lower back.
Another example of gun violence out of control.
These idiots need to quit pulling guns on people that aren't doing anything wrong. This is stupid. Portland needs to get a hold on this.
What led up to this shooting is still unclear. Police are investigating. But whether it was road rage or random, it's unacceptable.
She was right. You know, Portland needs to get a handle on this thing. This gun thing is out of control. I mean, it's out of control in the whole Northwest, and I don't have the answer. So don't look at me for the answer, but somebody's got the answer here.
Again, Portland police able to make a quick arrest, and they continue to investigate. When we get more information, we'll pass it along to you. In North Portland, Tim Gordon, KGW News.
Well, thousands of people will soon be heading out for the long Labor Day weekend. Check out our sky cams. We're seeing lots of sunshine in town, some hazy skies up in the Cascades, and some lingering clouds, and dare I say a raindrop at the Oregon coast? Sure looks like it. A little bit of everything today. Rod Hill is joining us now with more on that all-important holiday forecast.
And those cameras that you chose right there, Brenda, I think those really tell the story. The one over the Cascades, continuing to see areas of heavy wildfire smoke, not so much in the Willamette Valley, but over the Cascades and parts of central and eastern Oregon, where air quality will be good to moderate, and even worse than that as you drop to the south. At the beach, you saw that moisture droplet on the camera lens in Lincoln City. Here's Cannon Beach Live. You know, this is just a little bit of moisture in spots being squirted from a heavy marine deck. The beach parts will probably clear this afternoon. Some parts may not, and the same thing expected for tomorrow. It's 58 degrees. If you are going to the coast for this long Labor Day holiday weekend, tomorrow some areas may not clear. 65 to 70 degrees. That marine deck could produce a little bit of mist, especially during the morning hours. Sunday looks to be the brightest of the bunch at the beach this holiday weekend with sunshine, 70, 75. And then Labor Day, we're back to at least some morning clouds that may, I think Labor Day has a better chance of clearing out more spots than we will see today. Not a lot of wind, just kind of typical weather, if you will. There's that Rose City sky cam with the bright sunshine, a little bit of haze. We're up to 77 degrees. We're in position to get back up to 90. Yesterday it was 91. We'll still be 80 and mainly clear at 8 p.m. tonight. Coming up, the rest of your holiday forecast. We do have red flag warnings for fire danger and heat advisories in place right now for parts of Oregon. I'll show you that coming up.
Lots to talk about. Thank you, Rod. Here are some of the other headlines we're tracking this noon. I-84 east and westbound are back open near the Oregon-Idaho border after a wildfire right off the freeway. This impacted traffic around Pendleton, Ontario, and Baker City. Fire crews say strong wind in the area made those flames challenging to fight. September is Hunger Action Month, and local nonprofits and advocates are focused on ending food insecurity. The Oregon Food Bank says 1 in 5 Oregonians doesn't have enough to eat. If you or someone you know needs help, visit OregonFoodFinder.org for a list of resources near you. And check out this police body cam video. It shows a Beaverton officer pulling a man out of that burning car. This happened earlier this week, but police just released this footage. The officer busted open the car's sunroof trying to reach the driver, who was inside unconscious. What you don't see here is a number of small explosions that initially stopped the officer from getting close to the car. After several tries, though, success. The driver is physically okay, but he's now in legal trouble, charged with DUI. And those are some of your local headlines. Family and friends came together last night to remember a young woman killed because she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. 2 street racers are accused of hitting 26-year-old Ashley McGill as she was just waiting for a bus here in Portland. KGW's Alma McCarty spoke to Ashley's family.
Here on Southeast Stark Street, near 133rd, 26-year-old Ashley McGill sat on a bench.
Catching the first bus, yeah.
It was 5:30 on Saturday morning as she waited for that first bus, the one that would take her home.
Her ride left her, and so she had to get stuck in, walking or taking a bus.
But Ashley never made it home.
It hit so hard it exploded the bench.
Portland police confirmed Thursday night that Ashley was hit by an out-of-control car, one of 2 speed racing down Stark.
She didn't deserve it. She's a good girl, and it's my baby.
Misty Nicholson is Ashley's mother.
The night I heard about the accident, I had to go. I had to go see where my daughter died at. I mean, I just had to see, and they wouldn't let me see her body because she was, pretty badly, pretty bad.
On Thursday, dozens joined together at the site of the crash.
She's always joking around, and she could be anybody's best friend. She was a good kid. She loved everybody.
By lighting candles and putting up her picture, this family hopes passers-by will see and remember Ashley.
It's not fair, and that just hurts the person itself. It hurts the family. Some people aren't going to get it until it happens to someone in their family, and that's not right.
As investigators continue looking into this crash, Misty prays her daughter's death will remind everyone on this road and across Portland to slow down.
Slow down and think before you do things, because there's more lives than just yours you're putting on the line.
Alma McCarty.
We have more information this noon on the new COVID boosters from Pfizer and Moderna. Health officials say the shipments are on their way and should be available next week. The boosters target the Omicron subvariants BA4 and 5. Kids as young as 12 are eligible depending on which formulation they get. The CDC recommends that you wait at least a couple of months after your most recent COVID shot or booster before you get this new one. Catching big fish and looking good doing it. Coming up after the break, the art of angling meets the art of advertising. But first, 5 years later and the land still doesn't look the same. Next, remembering the history and legacy of the Eagle Creek fire.